Good morning and welcome to this, our weekly whole school virtual assembly. Can I start by saying, as always, well done for following the government guidance to stay alert and by so doing control the virus and help to save lives. Maintaining that social distancing, currently of 2 metres, has never been more important. So for following that guidance, well done and thank you. And can I also say well done and thank you for continuing to apply yourself and work hard with our remote learning opportunities. Your engagement this week has really picked up, and it shows that you are really applying yourself well to those opportunities we've provided to allow and enable you to prepare for September onwards. As we know, and I'll come to later, it's likely we'll be back at school then, all of us together. And so preparing for that time has never been more important. So well done and thank you. And a special well done and thank you to our Year 10s who were invited to and attended school last week as part of our enhanced remote learning. It was fantastic to see you all, as I said in my video to you on Friday, and I hope that you enjoyed the opportunity we provided and that you found it was of use. We look forward to seeing you again today and this week, and hope that as we start to increase the amount of teaching we do, that you find it of even greater value in preparing you for September onwards. And can I say a special thank you to our nominees for Hot Chocolate with the Head this week, to Josh, to Tom, to Finley, to Zoe and to Annabelle for the work that you've been doing with your remote learning opportunities and for really staying connected with us and showing how well you can achieve. So to you 5, to our Year 10s and to all of you, congratulations and well done. As always with these assemblies, we have a theme for the week. And this week's theme is something that happened yesterday, Sunday the 21st of June. Because yesterday was our summer solstice. You'd have heard about it and seen about it on the news. But what is it and what difference does it make to us? And why am I talking about it today? The summer solstice is the point of time when the Earth's poles have their maximum tilt towards the sun. And there's a summer solstice once per year in each of the hemispheres, the northern and southern hemisphere. As you can see on this diagram, the Earth rotates around an axis which is 23.5 degrees from our direct north and south. That means that on our summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, that's the point at which the North Pole is tipped the closest towards the sun. And in the southern hemisphere, on their summer solstice, which takes place in December each year, it's the same situation, but for the South Pole. And so for our summer solstice yesterday, the 21st of June, for us, it's the point at which the sun reaches its highest position in the sky. And because of that, it's the day of the year with the longest period of daylight. From the 21st of December towards the 21st of June, our daylight hours have been increasing. And from our summer solstice on, from the 21st of June to December the 21st, our winter solstice, our daylight hours gradually decrease. But what's the relevance of the summer solstice to us today? Well, across the world, it's a cultural link to holidays and festivals and to rituals in many different societies and countries. Most of those festivals are linked to the theme of fertility or birth, because it's a sense for us of change from the old to the new, and that sense of new beginnings or endings. It's summed up by the picture here of yin and yang, and a metaphor that the summer solstice shows us and talks to us about endings that are beginnings, the change from something old to something new, the start of an opportunity. And it signifies a period either of the end of something that's happened, or as I've said, the beginning of something that's about to happen. It's difficult to know whether it is the end of an old period or the beginning of a new one, because it signifies that changeover point. But how does that relate to our current situation? Well, at the moment, we've just changed how we're working. From last Monday, that was Monday the 15th of June, we invited our Year 10 pupils into school, something we'd not done up until that point. For them, it was the end of a period of remote working and the introduction of a period of school working, a change, an end and a beginning. It's clear that from September of this year, the start of the new academic year, an end or a beginning, that you, all pupils, will be invited into school. We'll be back to what we know, to a certain extent, of our old norm. It may look slightly different and be organised in a slightly different way, and we'll need to continue to be careful, to wash our hands constantly, to maintain those hygiene measures, and to socially distance. But it's also a period when we're starting to see a change potentially in that social distancing. There's been a lot of talk about whether 2 metres should stay, whether it should reduce to 1 metre, what the science is behind that change. It feels as though we're in a period where we are coming to the end or starting a beginning, that yin and yang, the ends and the beginnings. Ends and beginnings that are brought to focus around our summer solstice. So think of this. Is this the end of the beginning of our new norm? Or is it the beginning of the end of that new norm and a return to life in a way that we've seen before? Have we reached a tipping point? A tipping point in which the old is gone and the new begins. A tipping point in which, for us, with our remote learning, that you've put in a huge amount of hard work that at the beginning was difficult because it was a new way of working, hard work to get your head around and to operate in a completely new way, and that we've now reached a point with 4 weeks to go of the academic year where you are working in that way and are finding it much easier. The momentum of that change is with you. It's been shown this week from your engagement that you have reached that tipping point. The engagement that you have applied, working with our new remote learning, and for some with our school working, has shown a high point, a tipping point, a point at which you are engaging and working for the new academic year ahead, preparing for September, a new beginning, a new academic year, and a new opportunity for us to meet together and for you to continue with your education and your learning journey. And so as we reach that tipping point, it's important to focus on the next 4 weeks, because you have just 4 weeks until the summer holidays. 4 weeks in which to prepare yourself for the September start, for the new academic year ahead. 4 weeks in which you are provided with the opportunity to get ahead of the game, to prepare yourself, to start to focus and to continue the work that you've done either remotely or like our Year 10s in school in preparation for that new start. That tipping point signifying the end of an old period and the beginning of a new. And so it's important that you take that opportunity day in, day out, with no excuses, to make the most of the remote and school working that we are providing you with. That opportunity will never come back. That momentum balance has swung. You've reached and stepped over that tipping point and shown how well you can do. 4 more weeks of work, 4 more weeks of preparation, work day in, day out, will provide you with the opportunity to hit the ground running from September and to make the most of the work that we do at school. So thank you and well done for everything you have been doing in reaching that tipping point. And good luck with continuing to drive that momentum forward and to make those gains. I hope that you have a great week, whether you are remote working or whether you are visiting school. And either way, it's important for you to continue to take care and stay safe, to wash hands regularly, to continue to follow our social distance guidelines, currently 2 metres apart, and to ensure that by doing so together as a society, we can reduce the danger of coronavirus and ensure that we get back to that next tipping point, that return to school work in September, when we can once again meet together. Have a fantastic week and good luck.